our city is going to be locked down behind police and army lines. We're going to have 15,000 security personnel on our streets. People won't be able to get to their jobs. They won't be able to get to the doctor. They won't be able to get to the school. Is that what you want, Chicago? The people who are making the decision are here today. That's the IOC. You need to send a message loud and clear to Mayor Daley and the IOC that you don't want the 17-day circus in your community. You don't want the games in your community. Do you want the games here? No games to come?
No games! No games! No games! No games!
No games! No games! No games!
All right, the next speaker is Willie J.R. Fleming from the Coalition to Protect Public Housing. Give it up for J.R.
I love Chicago! Listen here, this is what's going on, y'all. There's too much going on in the city of Chicago. We got children killing each other, but our mayor rather focus the Olympics on some games. That ain't right! We have a surge in homelessness in the city of Chicago. We can't house homeless people, but yet we tear down public housing. That ain't right! Meanwhile, all of this is going on. The mayor has convinced everybody in Chicago there's no money for transportation today. There's no money for housing today. There's no money to stop these children from killing each other. But we can find close to $1 billion for some games that's 7 years away. That ain't right. Something needs to be done about this. We need to send a strong message to the mayor, to the International Olympic Committee. People who are human beings, lives are at stake. We do not need any games in Chicago. Our attention and focus should be on the preservation of life, on our future, our children. The investment that we are making in the Olympics should be going to the future. That's our children. To housing. That's our stability. We need clinics. We need schools. We need better transportation. We need everything that it takes for a human being to survive. We watch as a lot of people lose their jobs. They need access to programs and resources. We need a stimulus. We don't need no games. And what we need are some human rights acknowledgments in Chicago starting today. Thank y'all. Ain't no power like the power of the people. Got the power of the people. Ain't no power like the power of the people. Got the power of the people. Ain't no power like the power of the people. Got the power of the people. Fight, y'all, fight. No game, Chicago.
Give it up for JR one more time.
Chicago. I'm from CORE. We're a caucus within the Chicago Teachers Union, and we've been fighting the school closing and privatization of the Chicago public schools. And we got one big question for the mayor. Why is it that he's now got a $500 million deficit where he can't pay teachers, he can't pay the schools, but he's got billions for the Olympics? I don't understand that. He wants to close these schools. Now we at CORE have been fighting it. We've been fighting the privatization to throw people out of the city. That's their plan. And the Olympics is going to complete that by further destroying the homes and schools of all of us, kick us out, and they got billions to show for the people at the top, nothing for us. Let me ask you, if they're going to bring in world-class sprinters, world-class track people, yet not one Chicago public high school has an indoor track facility. Where are the games for us? They got, like I said, a $500 million deficit. They want to take that money from the teachers' pensions, but they got billions for the Olympics. Where's the money for us? These are the same people who are foreclosing on our homes, saying they don't have the money. The same people are taking from our pensions and from our health care, but they got billions for the Olympics. I don't understand. Don't understand at all. So I'm here to say no games. And to join us in the protest to stop school closings, stop them taking away our health insurance, our jobs, leave the money for the people. Join us. So we at CORE are proud supporters of the no games. We want to make sure they stop the whole plan to privatize, take money away from the kids. This is not an education plan, the Renaissance 2010 plan. It's not an education plan if they're moving kids from one closing school to the next to the next. So we got to stop that. We say no games. We support you here today. No games.
All right, give it up for Jim one more time. Thank you, Jim.